Hello, hello, hello. I'm really delighted. It looks like we are live. It looks at my end like we are streaming live, and I'll just see if I can see on my phone what's going on. I'm just going to see if I can catch up with the comments on my phone. I don't know whether I'll be able to. Anyway, my name is Kay Hamilton, and I have my lovely friend here, Angela Phillips, who has joined us tonight.
Hello,
Oh,
hello,
I thought
hello.
I'd turn my phone down. So, yes, here we go. I'm going to be watching the comments on my phone because we are having troubles trying to follow the comments on the live somehow. So, welcome to tonight's show of Activate Your Courage. My name is Kay Hamilton, and I love to work with women who are ready to create the change that they desire. So there you are, Ange. You've got your first follower, a lovely Sarah saying hello. And hi, Joseph. Nice to see you here tonight as well. So tonight I'm going to be talking to Angela because I've been promoting the use of essential oils for activating our courage and for creating changes in our life, and talking to people about how we can raise our vibrations and frequencies with essential oils. And I invited Angela to come on tonight because I've noticed this amazing transformation with Angela over the last 2 months, is it, Angela? 2 or 3 months we've known each other. And when I met Angela, she was, feeling a bit shaky about a few things, like a lot of people are. And I have noticed that she has turned her life around using our beautiful essential oils and creating a difference. So what I thought I'd do was I thought I would interview Ange so that she can talk to you tonight about the experiences she's had with using our beautiful essential oils. So thank you so much for joining tonight. How are you, Angela?
Good. Thanks for having me, Kay.
Yeah, no problem. So what I'd like to do is ask you about essential oils, and because I know that when I first met you, you were using essential oils before you started using the oils that I've been sharing with people on these lives. So would you like to tell me a little bit about, you talked to me about the difference that you've noticed in the oils that you used to use compared to what's happening. So would you like to share just some parts of your story with us?
Sure. So I first started using essential oils years ago when I was in high school. I used to have a little oil burner that I used to just burn. It was peppermint, rosemary, and I can't remember the other oil. So I have used essential oils for a long time. And then in more recent years, I had a friend introduce me to some aromatherapist oils, essential therapeutics, which I used for a number of years. But I was just finding that they didn't really resonate with me anymore. So I was looking for something else. And I just happened to be, because we're in lockdown, I'm in Melbourne, looking for different things online, and the Spiritual Events Directory was hosting a number of programs, and just happened to come across Kay one day. So listened to her show, and everything just really resonated with me, and we just started off with a chat. So that's how we came to know each other.
Absolutely. And the beautiful thing is that we've created a really nice relationship. And when I spoke to you today, I said to you, do you want to come on? And I talked to you about how we can both jump on. And we've both been laughing at each other because we've both chosen to wear the same colour. And, that indicates that we're actually really aligning with each other and resonating in a whole new way. Together, because when you're wearing the same colours, it usually means that there's something that you have in common. And what I've loved is my friendship with you over the last few months, and we have a great sense of humour that we share together. And I've loved seeing some of the inner transformation that you have been experiencing. So can you tell me a little bit? I know that when you smelt Young Living oils, and I know that you have one of your favourites is called Stress Away. and you love the stress away. Would you like to share with people what happened to you when you came on board with using stress away or any of the oils? What changes have you noticed in yourself?
So it would have been probably about early to mid-June. I was really struggling with work and just a few other health issues at the time. And I was finding the things that I normally do just weren't really shifting things for me. And had a chat to Kay, got myself a premium starter kit, and as soon I couldn't wait to open the box. As soon as I did, I opened every single oil and smelled every single oil. And the one that really, there's really two that resonated with me highly at the time. So that was frankincense, which I've always loved, but also stress away. That is on my wrists. It's on my neck every single day. It just helps take the edge off the stress, especially particularly at the moment. In Melbourne, we're in stage 4 lockdown, as most people know. And so everyone's stress and anxiety is quite high. And I'm quite sensitive as well too. So using stress away, it just takes me somewhere else. The smell of Young Living oils is just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just something else. It's just, I don't know, it just makes my whole body vibrate. It's just, it takes me somewhere else, completely somewhere else. And it's such a beautiful feeling as well too.
Yes. Yes, I know exactly what you mean about taking you somewhere else. It's, the words that I use they're uplifting, they're calming, they're protecting, they're nurturing, and the vibration of them is, for me, when I first started using Young Living oils, the vibration of them was very high, a very different vibration to anything I'd experienced before. So, there's such a delight. Now, can you tell me, Ange, how do you use your oils? What ways have you been enjoying them? When you're out, I know you're not out and about much, but you're wearing a face mask in Melbourne at the moment, and you've been feeling really trapped inside the house. And what difference have you made when you go to leave the house? What do you do with your oils? And just give us a few ideas about how you use them and what you do with them.
There's so many ways that I use them. So I never used to take oils internally. I've got a few aromatherapy books as well too that I've sort of referenced over the years, and sort of was always a bit cautious about doing it. And even when I started this, I was as well. So I just started by using them on my wrist, just on my neck, on my temples. And I really enjoy diffusing them as well. So tonight I've actually got forgiveness diffusing in the diffuser.
Oh, beautiful.
Every morning I put progescence on my wrists, on my neck, and before I go to bed. At night now I have a little routine where I have a shower, and then after the shower I just sit with my oils and see which ones resonate. But generally I tend to put Thieves on my feet and then Peace and Calming. And as soon as I put Peace and Calming on my feet, I'm ready to drop off. I literally have to crawl to bed.
Yes. So that's right. So, for those people who are watching here tonight, you can, reach out if you are having trouble with unwinding at the end of the day and you feel like you need some renewing, if you need some energy today. I got my energy blend and just rolled it down the back of my neck because I was feeling a little bit sleepy at some point and wanted to be feeling fresh and uplifted. So we can use these oils in so many ways. And what I love with Young Living oils is that we're organic, we're sustainable, we have farms all around the world, and so it ticks all my boxes of wanting to look after Mother Earth. And I know that we have a beautiful relationship with Mother Earth in the way that our oils are grown, in how they are harvested and distilled, which is one of the reasons why our oils have such a beautiful vibration, because there is a whole lot of rules. There's a set procedure in how they are grown, harvested, and distilled, so that the components of the oils remain intact and their therapeutic value is very high and very supportive for us. So, well, Angela, thank you very much for joining us. And for those who are on tonight, you can reach out now and tell me, what would you like to activate your courage for? And I will pull out a little essential oil reading. Now, Angela's going to stay on with me because she's also become somebody who wants to help me share the oils with other people. So I call her, she's my angel, and she helps with connecting. If any of you are looking to connect with me, I've just put in a link on how you can friend request me, and I offer free mini readings via Facebook Messenger. So if you're interested in a free one-on-one with me, just a little one, so you can get to know how I operate and what I do, well, you're welcome to join me on that. But tonight I'm going to pull out some single oils for you. So if you are interested in a mini oil reading for tonight, just let me know. Just say one bottle. If you're interested in a free mini reading, you can write that in the comments, or you can find the link to me on my Facebook page, and I'll just repost that. Here I am here, and you can friend request me and we can set up a time for your mini reading. Now I can see Delana. Hi ladies, what are the essential oil beads that you put on your feet and how do they work? So I've got a friend of mine who makes essential oil necklaces, and they use the lava from, they use lava beads from volcanoes, and they have made little beads from them, and they're sort of porous. So you can drop the essential oil onto the lava bead, and then the smell just is a beautiful way for you to just enjoy the aroma of the oils. Now, Ange, on that note, would you ever have thought that you were going to be someone who was going to be sniffing oils all throughout the day and applying them to your body? Have you been so prolific at using oils before you started using Young Living?
No, so I tended to just use them in a diffuser, or I used to put them in a tissue and just smell them. But I was very inspired the other day, or when was it, Tuesday, when I went to work, and I just had your voice in my head, take your oils, lovely. So I packed them up in a bag, and I put them in a bag, and before I got out of the car, I put Valor on my ears and Stress Away on my wrists. I'd already had my Ningxia in the morning, so my Ningxia Red, I have, at that particular morning, I had a drop of frankincense, 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of orange, and 2 drops of grapefruit, just so I had my sparkle for the day.
Oh, well, you would have been jumping out of the skin, I reckon.
Yes.
So, is that when you talk about, your sparkle, to me, that's a sign that your courage, your energy, your vitality is working for you, because it's when our sparkle is dim, and when we're feeling like we don't want to come out to play, or we don't want to put ourselves out there in the world, that to me, that's a lack of courage. And that's that. I love that word that how you describe that, that was your sparkle, because that's exactly what these oils do. They put that pep in your step, and they give you, it's almost another dimension to yourself, but it's very subtle, isn't it? So I find it really challenging to find the right words to explain how the oils work.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because, in my head, I've been thinking, I would love to have a conversation with people about oils, because I'm so passionate about it, and I know, just how much. Initially, I started with the premium starter kit and got familiar with all those oils, and then the next month, I actually looked at the women's wellness bundle, and that's just blown my mind as well too. And now I'm starting to look at other things that can help support me in my day-to-day, like supplements. But yeah. I must admit, I am my list of oils is very long, Kay. So yeah. I aspire to have a collection like yours, but you've got 10 years on me, so
yeah, I've got a little bit ahead of time. But you can always catch up, and I just say to people, just start slowly. and build your collection over time, because if you start too quickly, you don't get used to the oils anyway. You know, they often say just pick up one new oil and just use that for a month, every day for a month, so that you're really embodying that total transformation that oil can offer you. So let's go to some comments here. I can see some people are coming, threads are coming through, calling, one bottle, Tina, and negative oils for, do you have oils for negative ghost around me? Well, the oil that I love wearing when I'm out and about to support that, I don't actually know where it is on my shelf, but it is called White Angelica. And I like to put that on my shoulders so that I can feel nurtured and supported and protected. So all of our oils will help you to raise your vibration. So those things that are dimming your light, or those things that are blocking you or giving you that sense that you're stagnant and you're constricted, the oils will help you to open up and unfold and step into that greater version of yourself. And that's why I like to call myself the Courage Activator, because when I use essential oils with intention, and when I use my crystals, my color energy, my Reiki, and I put all my tools into what I call my toolkit, well, essential oils become a very, very important part of that toolkit, because we know when we breathe an oil in, the oils go right through the back of our brain, in through our limbic system, and they help to release all those emotions that are keeping us downtrodden and feeling unhappy and disgruntled. So they're a beautiful way of, it's like a natural unfolding. When I started using these oils, they certainly gave me that inner transformation with ease, and it gave me grace and brought great joy to my life. And I've watched you, Ange, over the last few weeks, and I can see that you've lightened up, you've got a more positive attitude, and the space you were in for various reasons when we first met has totally transformed. And that's what I love about it. So if anyone out there is saying, look, I really want some inner transformation, please reach out. And let's choose an oil for you tonight. And if you would like a mini reading and one-to-one with me, you can hook up via the links. So Tina Marie O'Donoghue. Okay, so people, tell me where you're coming from and what would you like to activate your courage to do? I'm just going to tune in and see what I can get for Tina. And Ange, if you've got something you want to share while I'm doing this, feel free. I've put Ange on the spot here tonight. This is Ange's first. Is this your first public live interview?
Yes, so I'm activating my courage by doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to hopefully over the time have more and more people share with me what these oils have done to activate their courage. So
I'm actually really looking forward to when I can get back to my fitness coaching, athletics, strength and conditioning, is actually sharing them with my clients. So
yes,
that would be very exciting.
Absolutely. So they align because you're into coaching and fitness. You know that you can put oils on for massage, and our supplements have like sports recovery and good for body workers, good for people who do yoga, all of those things. These oils are going to help that inner transformation. So, yes, getting my head. Thank you, lovely. Thank you, Tina. You're from Brisbane. Beautiful. Reach out and let's do a mini Activate Your Courage session together, and I can talk to you about some more oils, excuse me, that will help you with all those things. Do you resist with the one about the dose and something about doTERRA? Doesn't matter which brand of oils you buy. That's a really good question, Diana. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I know that Young Living has been around since 1995. We are the top essential oil company in the world, leading the way. Gary Young, I love using Young Living because I was introduced to Young Living, and when I discovered the story behind Young Living, I fell in love with the oils, the story, and I've met the founders of our company. I've been on a holiday with them, and I've also travelled to several farms around the world. So I know that the value of our oils is a second to none. I know that we're organic, we're sustainable, and we support communities wherever our oils are grown, and where we have distilleries, we have partner farms, and Young Living invests its money that it makes back into farms so that Gary Young had a vision that he wanted to get essential oils into every household in the world. And I've caught that vision from Gary because I have great faith in his heart and in his dedication to produce the best oils that we can produce on the planet. So I encourage everyone to do your research. I know what we've got with Young Living. Other companies, you need to do your research. Some questions to ask are, do they have second distillation? Because I know Young Living doesn't. Are they organic? Are they sustainable? Are they 100% pure? Because most oils that we buy in a shop may not be 100% pure. They can have 100% on the label. And it's very misleading because they really only have to put a little bit of 100% oil in the bottle, and then they can still market it as 100% oil. So I recommend that you do your research and go with the oils that you like. I love Young Living because we have such a high vibration with them. So I hope that one answered your question there.
And they're life-changing, Kay.
Oh, yes. So, I always say, yes, they're life-changing. So, absolutely, they're life-changing. And that's what they did for me. So, my background is in primary school teaching, and I fell in love with Young Living oils, and I just haven't looked back. And I've transitioned out of full-time teaching. It's given me an opportunity to step into my courage, to step into my power and my purpose to help other people do that inner transformation and experience life to the fullest in the best way possible. So now I'm going to get back to Tina. Sorry, not Tina. Who was it? Yes, Tina. So I know it was Tina that I did that. Sorry, I get a little bit confused. So I'm going to go back to David. And one that I felt for David, because Tina, I'm pretty sure I called, was that you who wanted the one for protection? Sorry, I get a little bit mixed up when I've got conversations going on. So if you are wanting a 1-bottle reading, please just ask for a 1 bottle, say 1 bottle reading, and I will try and concentrate on that. So thank you, Marlene. But first of all, David, this one is Higher Unity, and I know that David is in the USA. I'm not sure whether we can get this one in Australia, but Higher Unity smells absolutely divine. It's one of the oils that Gary Young produced for the convention in the USA a couple of years ago, and Higher Unity helps with that, getting the messages from the divine to you, connecting with those divine messages and really tuning in on a beautiful level. So it's a beautiful oil that I will use before I go online so that I can help to do my channeling. Sometimes I'll just drop it on the top of my head and just massage it around, and always, of course, make a mini diffuser. Do that breathing in, waft it in your aura, and you immediately, it can just lift you up, lift your energy up to a higher vibration, which is truly magic. Tina, does lavender help with the ghost? You didn't do me. So Tina, I think White Angelica is the one that I was recommending for you for that protection from negative influences around you. So I would also look at the blue sword of Michael and cut the energy field around you and cut the layers if you feel that you are being invaded, or if you feel that your energy is being overtaken by other energies, you can tell them to go away. Using oils, I use oils all day, every day, and when I'm out and about, I use particular oils so that I can be protected and nurtured. So great guidance. I really appreciate. Thank you. Lovely. A small collection. I wish to experiment with oils and those small. Thank you very much. So Diana, I very much welcome a conversation with you, and I will, for anyone who wants a mini reading, if you have not had one with me before, I'm opening the door for a free mini reading. Reach out and ask for a free mini reading. Find me, go back to the post at the earlier on where I have got my Facebook profile, and I've also got some posts there where you can book in and have a Zoom call with me. So who else is feeling that they under the weather or not feeling happy, feeling angry? Know that you're living in a situation that is not in your best interest at the moment. Are you prepared to go down the track of keeping on with something that you're not happy about? Or do you feel that you want to burst out of that situation that you're experiencing, but you don't have that impetus and you want to reach out? Please let me know what it is. What would you like to activate your courage to do, so that we can get together and help you to create a path forward so that you don't have to continuing in that feeling of being stuck. So Diana, I've just posted my Facebook page. So people, usually during these shows, people start friend requesting me so that we can set up some time for your free mini Activate Your Courage essential oil reading. And during that time, what I do is I ask you to come with an intention, and then I will pull out some essential oils and some colors and some crystals so that we can help you to step into your courage so that you can take that next step to change whatever is in your world that is not resonating with you. If you're not, now actually last night on my I also have a little Facebook group called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom, and we will every Wednesday night I go live in that. So if anyone's interested in joining that, you can friend request me and ask me if you can join that group as well. And I go live and we have a deeper talk about essential oils. And last night we talked about our base chakra. So and what it means, what our base chakra means, what it's for. And one of the crystals that's good for a base chakra is garnet. And it inspired me. I thought, that's right, I've got a great big lump of garnet in my garden. And Angie and I were talking just before, and I said, oh, I forgot to grab my garnet, and she made me go and grab it. It wanted to come out of the garden. It wanted to come on our lives. So this is a beautiful, it probably weighs a stone. Anyway, it's quite heavy, but in here are the garnets, and this is a garnet in the raw. There are lots of pieces. I don't know whether you can see those. So it is a magnificent stone, and I thought, well, I could bring this tonight so that I can get the energy to get my base chakra up and running so that I can come on and be the best version of myself while I'm supporting you to activate your courage and sowing seeds of hope that we can all make changes in our world. We don't have to live in a situation if we're feeling unhappy. And I think that's the important thing that we need to keep in mind. So if our base chakra is out, here's some of the things that we noticed. We aren't necessarily patient. We don't feel that life is supporting us to be the best version of ourselves. You don't feel secure about life. You feel a bit anxious. You feel the stresses. You feel overwhelm and overload, and you lose the sense of the possibility that you can dream that life could be better than it is. And sometimes you don't feel like you deserve good things. You often don't feel grateful for what's happening, and your ability to stay focused so that you can work on your goals and dreams is limited when your base chakra is out. Now, if your base chakra was out, what oils would you be looking at? So if you were looking at an oil to help your base chakra to come back into alignment, frankincense is an oil that is going to help you stay grounded. It's going to help you clear your energy field and help you connect with source so that those messages that give you what I call divine nudges to be heard and to be followed, frankincense is the oil that is going to help you transform all those things that are holding you back, and it's going to lift you up out of the energy of your doom and gloom and help you to become the best version of yourself possible. So I can see some more people joining. So who would like a single bottle reading? I can pull one out for you tonight and give you a little message and give you a bit of an example on how we roll with our oils. So I'll go back, and here is Marlene McCarty. So Marlene McCarty, and I'm drawn to inspiration for you. So Marlene, how are you on the scale of how inspired are you in life at the moment? Because inspiration is going to help you to leave behind those feelings of restriction, those feelings of I'm getting a little bit of worthlessness. Maybe you're feeling that, you're not good enough. You're not feeling that there is much hope. You might be looking to move into a new area in life. This oil is got cedarwood, black spruce, myrtle, coriander, royal Hawaiian, sandalwood, and it helps you to open up your intuition and to open up to the energy of creativity. So that one is for you, Marlene McCarty. Beautiful. So a single bottle oil reading, sure. I can't work out whether it's a Diana. I do apologise if I am using the wrong pronunciation. And Diana, orange is what's calling to you. An orange oil, it's a great one to put in your water to give you some uplifting feelings. When do you use your orange oil, Ange?
I usually use it in my Ningxia,
Yeah.
but often I'll have it in a glass of water. Sometimes I'll put some grapefruit or lemon. Just depends what I feel inspired to do.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Sometimes I add peppermint as well, just a drop of peppermint.
Yes.
That's really nice too.
Excellent. So orange is the oil that helps us to radiate the inner sunshine. So if you're feeling like your energy wants to be introverted and you've got to get out in the world and do things, you can take your orange oil with you, can have it in your drink, and that's going to help you to radiate your inner essence. So, it said Diana. Thank you. Sorry, I'm finding it really hard to read the comments. They're very small on my laptop. So, yeah. So who else? Come on, who else would like me to give you your very special message here tonight? Thank you. We'll have a look. Tina, yes, I've had a chat with you. So who else would like to have a free mini reading tonight? I'll pull out a single oil so that you can get to know how I roll, how I work. And while I'm waiting for the comments, I'm going to just pull an oil out, and this is a blend called Melrose. Now, Melrose is that it's going to be cleansing for us. It's a great one, and to put in the diffuser. It's going to make the air feel really fresh and clear. Good for if you great for this time at the moment when you want to have fresh air, which is uplifting and nurturing in your home. It's a good oil to put on your feet as well. So Jared. So, sacred mountain. I feel like your mountain, your ability to feel that you are sacred and in your space of the mountain, the energy of the mountain is about you standing tall in your space, so that the inner sacredness of you is feeling a little bit like, oh, I'm getting like almost, yeah, there's not much juice in there, and I feel like you really need to top up your well of working out what it is that's going to make you really feel good about yourself. And the sacred mountain gives you that energy of being in the mountains and that energy of magnificence. So it's time for you to step into your true power with integrity and purpose. So I hope that one helps you. So, yeah, so everyone's a little bit quiet tonight. I'm just going to go and see if I can find anyone else. Is there anyone else who would like a single bottle reading? I can see some people here, but if you do not ask for one, I never really feel like inclined to just pull one for people who may be just interested in listening. So I like to activate people's courage because I can see that there's so many women living in a state of feeling powerless. And I believe that we are moving into a time where we need to step up and we need to step out and we need to look at how we can expand and unfold and take control of our life and be the masters of our own destiny. So I've had, my own personal experience of, being downtrodden, being in that situation where I'm a single mum, I've done it tough, I've experienced all sorts of negative things in my life, and I've gone through that journey of putting myself back together one step at a time. So it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to jump in a out of one place into another overnight. I see it more like a journey, and I love the fact that I've said to Angela today, would you like to come on the show with me tonight? And she was saying, oh, you're really pushing me to step into my courage, activate my courage, and I'm in the background going, oh yes I am. But it was so exciting because actually, would you like to tell them about the card that you pulled out while we were having that conversation? Is it?
Yeah, hang on, I'll grab it.
Now, this is what we mean when we talk about taking action on our divine nudges. I love to listen to those messages that we have that come into us to give us a sense that we need to listen. And it's when we don't listen to those messages that we start feeling disgruntled. Our sense of having a purpose is compromised.
So the card that I drew earlier today while we were chatting, I don't know if everyone can see that.
You have to just put it on an angle so the light's not shining on it, and you have to go backwards with the camera. So this is Angie's first live here. Let's send some congratulations to her because she stepped into her courage, and this is what she's done. She's taken a leap of faith. What were the words? I can't quite read those, Ange. If you can tell us
it says on the card, you go first, the universe will catch you. But basically it was along the lines of feel the fear and do it anyway. Take a leap. You're sort of being pushed, and just go for it and let go of everything that's holding you back, essentially, is what the card means. And there's a picture of a woman who's just literally jumping off a cliff. So it's quite pertinent, quite synchronistic.
And just before we hopped on, you were saying, I'm nervous. And what oil did you grab for?
Valor.
And,
yeah.
We were chatting behind the scenes, and Angie's going, look, I'm already feeling a lot lighter. and my energy's raised. So even though her initial thought was to withdraw, contract, you've pulled out a card, and the card gave you that nudge, and it's just a delightful thing to see someone who takes that nudge and takes the ball and run with it. And after this, you're going to be totally transformed, because you now know how to do a Facebook Live and share your story. So wait till I ask you what the next thing you're going to.
All right, I better do my prep for the next one, hey?
Yeah. Anyway, it's just such a joy and delight. So yes. So you would recommend people to take that leap of faith?
Oh, absolutely. It is very scary. It's probably like standing up to if I'm going to relate it in terms of my field of work, it's probably like rocking up to the start line for the biggest race of your life and feeling like your heart's about to jump out of your mouth. You've got butterflies in your stomach, but you know it's the right thing to do, and you've done it. You're there, you're ready to go, and you're ready to just essentially take the leap.
Yes, exactly. Well, congratulations, because I'm one of those people who, I'm more likely to say yes and then freak out afterwards. But that's really because I know that, everything usually feels worse than it actually is in real life. So, and my motto is, yes, feel the fear and do it anyway. And then we get to experience that satisfaction, and we get to experience that expansion of that inner spark that we have. So, yes. So beautiful. So I've just put a couple of notices. If you are interested in friend requesting me and having a free mini reading, please reach out and we can get together and do that. So, Kerry, I would love a card. The turmoil around me is like a tornado at the moment, and I'm trying to have to be the peacemaker, and I think it's affecting my health, thankfully. So an oil for you is gathering. Gathering is going to help you to gather your energy, because when you're feeling there's a tornado, things are like a whirlwind. Does that know it was a tornado? And of course, these things do affect our health. And if we're emotionally not in sync and harmony, and not vibrating at the highest possible version of ourselves, of course our health is going to go downhill. And that's one of the very reasons why I love essential oils, because they help me to be proactive about my healthy body, my healthy mind, and my healthy spirit, and they support me in so many ways. So we people who are embracing a life using essential oils in the Young Living community, we're also looking at what we have in our home that can be toxic to our hormonal system and toxic to our body. We're all becoming more and more aware of the dangers of hormone disruptors, and we have options in our beautiful company Young Living to buy makeup, our facial products, cleaning products, as Ange was talking about, her supplements, and everything is infused with beautiful, pure, organic and sustainably sourced essential oils, which is a wonderful thing. So now you've just asked, what's in gathering? I'm allergic to a few oils. I've been lathering in lavender and peppermint for migraines. Well, Kerry, you've got to make sure that your oils are actually 100% pure, because if they're not, that could invoke, that could bring on a migraine, because the synthetics are in many oils, have synthetics in them. They might have chemicals in them. And all of these, what our body does is we get to a point where we become overloaded with toxins, and that's why I love our oils, because they help me to eliminate those toxins in my lifestyle and help me to keep my body fit and vibrating really high. So in this is lavandula, geranium, frankincense, sandalwood, lang lang, spruce, cinnamon, rose, and I might have misread a couple of others. Lots and lots of oils in here called for gathering. We also have an oil called M-grain, which women love to use when they are experiencing their migraines. It can be quite soothing. So yes, stick to most things due to migraines and rheumatoid. Okay, so Kerry, if you're interested in a 3 or 4 bottle reading with me, having a conversation, please reach out. Friend request me. I can see some people have friend requested me, and then I can set you up with a time and we can get together, and I can offer you a free mini reading. I also work with the energies of colour, because that's just another form of a vibration. And how about I pick a card for you tonight, Ange, seeing as you're my special guest? Would you like that?
Sounds good.
Yes, beautiful. Lang Lang and Jasmine set me off. Oh, what's that one? I'm not sure what she was saying about what's that one. But yes, Lang Lang and Jasmine are quite good oils, very strong oils. Very important. I know jasmine is usually an absolute, and with Young Living, when you distill an oil and it's an absolute, they've used something to extract the oil out of the plant. And I know Young Living does something in their distillation process to make those oils safe again to use, because if an oil isn't distilled properly, all the components don't gather in the oil during the distillation process. And if you don't have all the components, the constituents and the compounds, an oil can be toxic to use. So that note gives me the immediate migraine, that note. Okay. All right, so Angela, here we go. Let's just concentrate on you. So you bring an intention into mind, just don't have to speak it unless you want to. I've got a card for you. Is this what you got pulled last night? Somebody did.
No, somebody else did.
I love it.
Goodness.
Oh, how beautiful. Now look at that. Are we
like
resonating
tulips.
our pinks? Yes, tulips. And they'll be flowering in the spring, opening their petals. And they're delicate. Okay, they're a delicate, something to be nurtured and revered. They don't have an aroma, but they're a precious flower. And I know you come from Tasmania too. I come from Tasmania. And I live close to a tulip farm, and it's absolutely stunning, the tulips, when they are out in bloom. So the energy of the heart is open your heart with delicate pink colours. It's the energy of unconditional love. So I also bought, oh no, I didn't bring it right near me. I also bought my great big rose quartz, and you're holding a rose quartz in your hand. So this is so appropriate. It assists with releasing emotional challenges and brings tranquility. So it helps with insomnia and manifesting your dreams. And your affirmation is divine love, pour healing light into my heart, softening it, purifying it, and rejuvenating it so that it is shiny, loving, and full of enthusiasm. So Wayne Dyer loved our rose oil, and he used to buy Young Living. Wayne Dyer was one of my favourite gurus and supported me during my tough times many years ago. So when he found Young Living and loved singing their praises, particularly of rose oil, he would buy 6 in a month. And absolutely, yeah, but he was abundantly taken care of very well, because it was a beautiful, beautiful man. Anyway, he loved Young Living rose oil, and he called it love in a bottle. So, and the vibration of Young Living rose oil is 320 megahertz. And I don't know. I know that our oils have been, many of our oils have been tested with something called a Rife machine to test their frequency. Now, because rose oil, and this is Young Living rose oil, this isn't any other rose oil. I can't speak for other oils. And Gary Young tested the oils with a Rife machine, so that tested the actual frequency. So there's actually quite a lot of information on that. If you Google Young Living frequency of essential oils, you'll find all these different frequencies from some of our blends and our singles. And a truly wonderful thing to know that it is important to have the right vibration in an oil when you're using them. So I use little heat pads in gloves or hot and cold water, but mostly keep them warm. Doc says inflammatory, but I can't take them anymore because of the illness. So trees, we have lots of oils that will soothe, be very soothing for your body. That's a one-on-one conversation that I can have with you when we get together. And you're not sleeping very well. So, yes, so you've got to look at your diet. You've got to look at, your acid alkaline balance. You've got to look at what you're doing with your emotional wellness. Are you keeping yourself high frequency? Are you supporting yourself? Do you have balance in your life? So to me, activating your courage and up-leveling and creating a new version for yourself, of yourself, means we have to take action. And that's why I love using beautiful Young Living essential oils, because you can buy yourself a beautiful premium starter kit with 12 oils, which comes with some affirmations from me so that you can use affirmations to activate your courage. And also anyone who gets a kit from me in the next few days of August, I'm giving away 12 crystals that will help you to activate your courage and shine your light. So these 12 crystals that go with each oil in our beautiful premium starter kit that Ange was talking about earlier. So it feels like I've shut my fingers in the car drawer, kick my feet. I feel for you. Oh dear. So yes, my heart goes out to anyone who is experiencing physical discomfort as well. And when we're going through these times, we really need to unpack what we're doing. What are we eating? Have you eliminated sugar, chocolate, Coca-Cola, cigarettes, and all those things that can potentially bring your vibrations down to a point where your body starts breaking down? So my attitude is that I like to keep myself uplifted with the oils and with our supplements. And Ange mentioned our healthy drink early on in the piece, and it's called Ningxia Red. And Ningxia Red helps us to support all the organs in our body. It's a highly nutritious, high antioxidant drink, and it's absolutely brilliant to support your body and be proactive about your wellness. So Kerry, so friend request me and let's get together and I'll have a conversation. That's the best. That's the very first thing you can do. Or you can friend request Ange, because she is pretty knowledgeable in the oils, and she can share her story about what it's been for her in supporting herself through the oils. So have I left anything out, Ange? Is there anything else you'd like to? We've got about 5 minutes left, and anyone else who wants a single bottle reading, I'll do a quick bottle reading. And Malik, if you are interested in those kinds of questions, reach out. Let's have a conversation, because there are lots of oils that we use to support our bodies in so many ways, because they're going to soothe them, like wintergreen, helichrysum, marjoram, oregano, lavender, lemongrass. We've got so many oils that our body loves to soak up and feel nurtured with. So yeah, Ange, have you got anything to add, or am I putting you on the spot?
No, not really. Yeah, like you said, if there's people that want to have a chat with me, so I started back in June. I'm happy to share my story or answer any questions. So yeah, feel free to reach out by Facebook. Friend request me as well.
Yes, wonderful. So Malik, someone's asked me for all my links. So there they are there. And I've also got the links up above and they've all come out really weird. So you'll have to copy and paste them somehow. I don't know why they've come out really weird. But yes, friend request me, and we can set up a time to get together and have a chat. I can see a few people have friend requested me, so jump on board and you can join my Essential Oil Wisdom group, where we get together every Wednesday night. We have a Zoom call. Sometimes they're in-house Zoom calls, so we can talk about private things. Sometimes we stream onto Facebook, and you can go back through my group there and you can see lots and lots of really great posts on essential oils and how we can use them to create the best version of ourselves for our wellness and for our purpose. So yes,
and
okay,
our health, Kay, in our cooking
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that's right. So, people often look at me and they go, oh my gosh, look at you. And, your vibration's high. We really love your energy. And I would have to say that comes from using my oils. When I tell people how old I am, I'm very ancient. They're quite surprised often that when I tell them how old I am, because they say, oh my God, you look a whole lot younger than that. Although I think my silver hair's fairly telling. But, I just love to embrace growing old gracefully and naturally, but living in the best possible version of myself. And I'm at a stage where I want to give back to the community, and I want to help you to raise your vibrations so that you can experience life to the best version of yourself possible. So, yeah, any more last minute readings, just call out one bottle if you would like a reading tonight. So, Malik, did I pull a bottle out for Malik? Can you remember, Ange? Or he might want, I reckon he want Malik, he or she, sorry, I'm not quite sure.
Oh, you did mention some oils, yeah.
Okay, I must.
And to reach out for you, yeah.
The link again, Kay. Oh, here's the thread. Kerry, there's my thread there. Now it's funny because when I post that, when I've got it, it's all separately, but it all goes into one great big thing. So you'll have to. Thanks, Malik. I'm so sorry to be having this conversation about whether you're male or female behind the scene. It's not much fun when you're talking Facebook Live, and we're just, I'm looking at Ange and she's looking at me, or usually I'm looking at myself. So it's quite an interesting situation from behind the scenes. So, Therese, let's have a conversation. I'm not allowed to talk about oils for, Malik, yay. So I can give you a reading. I'm not allowed to talk about conditions. Our hands are tied by the TGA because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, and I can't talk about cures, but I can talk about things that might support, calm, or soothe your body. So, and the one I would be looking at for you is Therese, is Panaway, because that's a beautiful liniment, nurturing and supportive for your body, pre and post recovery, workout and recovery. And Malik, RC is what I've found for you, and RC is one that is going to help you move. It's a good one to rub on your chest. It's good to put you into a new space, good for revitalizing yourself. And there was a lady, I've got a great story, because a couple of weeks ago a lady purchased her kit. It arrived at her place. She opened it up. She's been diffusing her oil. She was in not such a good space one day, and she put RC in her diffuser. And she loves horses, and she discovered that the next thing she was doing was she went outside into the paddock with her horses, and she was dancing in the paddock with her horses. Now, this is an example, perfect example of how our oils work. So RC is going to help you to step into this enthusiasm and give you zest for life and open up a whole new space. So this one's, so trees, the one for you is called Panaway, Panaway. and that is in the premium starter kit. So our best kit way to get yourself connected with Young Living is to get a kit of 12 oils with a diffuser, and it gives you you get a really good wholesale price for the premium starter kit. That's what you started with, isn't it, Ange?
Yeah, yeah.
And did you think it was value for money?
Oh, I think the kit's worth over $500.
Yes.
Of oils, and it was $270 or $80, including postage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got the oils, and it's also got a couple of rollers, some Ningxia to try.
Yes, that's right. Oh, actually, it has our little thieves purifier. So, okay, who's out there using all this thieves? Sorry, not thieves, using hand purifiers or sanitizers, and at the moment, and you're actually exposing yourself to chemicals. You're not supporting the happy biome in your skin. And what I love about Young Living is that all our oils and our products are in harmony with our body, and that means it's not going to stop the natural process, the natural, things that our body does to keep us up and running. So
I've actually been using my thieves spray in my mask, and the other day I used some thieves with a little bit of RC and also lavender, just to kind of help me breathe, because masks aren't exactly the nicest thing to be wearing at work.
No, they're not. No, exactly right. So I don't know how anyone could do it. I'm in Tasmania. We're not wearing masks here, thank goodness. My heart goes out to you. And what about all those people who are wearing their masks, all day? And what a tall order. So not much fun. Okay, so our time is up. I've so much appreciation to you, Ange, for coming on and having that conversation. And let's hope some of you will connect with me. Let's have a free mini reading. Have a time to talk with me, and I can share some more things about our oils and help you to step into your courage. So I'm going to part with you with my gratitude, Ange, to you, and sending each and every one of you who are watching and joining us here tonight. I'm going to send you off with blessings for your wellness, for your purpose, and for your abundance. Thank you very much for being with us. I appreciate you from my heart to yours. Bye-bye. Cheerio, Ange. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye.